Hi Soul Fam, happy Monday and welcome back to this channel where we do tarot card readings every single week. My name is Frances. I am your tarot card reader, your Reiki healer, your spiritual channel, spiritual mentor, and creator of the Four Noble Tarot deck, which we use every week. If you are ever interested in purchasing this deck for yourself, it does come with my Intro to Tarot online course completely free with your purchase. That is just a bonus add-on. And then it also comes with a guidebook as well as the 78 tarot cards. So please trust that this video found you at exactly the right time. If you're watching it the day or the week it was released, awesome. If not, again, it found you at the right time. However, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel so that you can get the next or the following readings every Monday as they are released. All right, let's dive in. Connecting energy, working in the light and the highest for everyone here's greatest good and deepest understanding at this time. Keeping my energy on, cleansed and protected, and theirs as well. Welcoming in my spiritual team. And each and every person who is here, welcoming their team forward now. Okay. So definitely a continued call to ground. I almost feel like my body is heavy, not in a bad way. We always hear that word heavy and we're like, ooh, bad. And it's not. But it's more, I feel like I'm made of earth, if that makes sense. It's like, be so grounded that you are the earth. Not even that you're connected with the earth, but that you are the earth. Now, take that for whatever it means for you. Also, depending on where you live. Like if you live in a city, that might be really challenging to get out into the earth, but maybe there's a park nearby, or you can buy a plant and bring it into your home, or you can close your eyes and do a meditation and envision yourself at the beach or in the mountains or in the forest or at the river, whatever it is that calls to you, whatever type of earth energy that calls to you. But I'm also getting like be the earth so much so that you understand the earth in the sense of like the lessons that are true of the earth are true of you too. So whatever lessons you receive from earth, from Pachamama, Gaia, Earth Mother, whatever it is that you call earth, even if just earth, they're saying she speaks, she speaks, she speaks. So let the earth speak. And even now expanding out, I'm starting to see universe. So it's like the earth, the universe, like all of it. What can you learn from nature, whatever, however all encompassing that is for you? What can you learn from that? And how can you begin to implement that in your own life? So maybe it's patience, maybe it's full bloom, maybe it's heat and passion in summer, maybe it's retreating in winter, maybe it's surrender, letting the leaves fall, maybe it's pruning, like, and things come back 10 times more, right? When we prune plants, they come back. And, so it could really be maybe it's from the animals, I don't know, how a mother mothers, like in the natural world compared to how we're taught to do as humans, truly, truly anything. But they're saying this is your lesson. So for you to go be in nature and be nature, so much so that you are receiving these messages from the earth. If you are new to channeling, because this is a form of channeling, please just trust yourself. Your messages can't be wrong because they're just for you. Whatever you get is right. Okay? Nice. Okay. Now into our reading. Let me close my eyes, see what's coming through for this week. We have 3 cards and 1 card. Ooh. Okay. Cool. So 9 of Cups. This card, so we're still in our feelings, right? We did just come into Cancer season, so this makes sense, right? But we have had quite a few weeks, almost this, I want to say, is the 4th week in a row where emotions have been the key theme. So we're very much in this state of being human so that we can be soul self embodied in the human form. Okay, so our first card this week, the Nine of Cups. This is such a beautiful card. It's this whale jumping out of the water. It's almost like bursting out of your skin. Now, usually, Nine of Cups is about joyous feelings. So I love that for us, right? We've had quite a few weeks where things have maybe felt a little bit challenging, but this week it feels really expansive. For some of us, there might still be some heavy feelings here. How this might manifest for you is like suddenly feeling like you need to cry or you want to cry. Getting really angry about something, maybe still kind of the work from last week, like feeling a little bit triggered or jealous or tired, and you just like don't want to do anything and you're just like over it. You're like, I'm out, I'm done. Like I can't. So it's very like visceral flip of the switch energy. Either heavier feelings or really joyous feelings. Like, I'm excited. Yes, let's go. It's summer. I want to, or it's winter, wherever you are. Like, I want to do whatever I want to do. Like, yeah, I'm in. Let's go. What you might find this week with this, again, continuation in the upheaval of emotions, good and maybe challenging, but also challenging emotions are still good. They need to flow out. Is that this is also not new. I think this came up 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, the Eight of Wands. This is the card of overwhelm. So you might find that this week is either, you either feel a little bit distracted by these big feelings, or maybe you feel you don't have time to have the feelings because things are so busy. You're just like, dude, I can't actually handle this right now. I need to deal with that later because this very human thing needs my attention right now. That's okay. Wherever you are, either like, wow, my emotions are a lot and they're distracting me from my human stuff, or my emotions are like, I don't have time for them right now because my human stuff needs my attention so much. Wherever you are on that scale, your guidance, this is from last week. So we're shifting from Queen of Cups energy now into repeat King of Cups energy. King of Cups is the master of emotions, right? So as mentioned last week, and we're saying it again now, we master our emotions. They do not master us. And what we mean by that is we don't allow our emotional state to hinder or block what we know through the soul self, what we know through the third eye. Now, what's so important here, if there's nothing else you take from this piece of guidance, your feelings must be felt. Otherwise, access to your knowing, to your intuitive self is going to be really hard. King of Cups says you can do this. These feelings that have been bubbling up, that are clearly still here because this is the 4th week in a row that we have been talking about emotion, they must be felt, and babe, there's no running from it. We are now officially in Cancer season, so even astrologically, it's feelings time. So I really encourage you this week, even if it feels really overwhelming with your feelings, or if life feels overwhelming and you feel like you don't have time for your feelings, make the time. Give yourself the space to feel you can do this. You are strong enough. If you need support, I am here in one-on-one sessions globally. Seek a therapist, listen to a podcast, look up a book. There are so many resources available to us right now. Even article on the internet that someone has written on, emotional support or emotional intelligence or whatever it may be. Or if you have a specific trigger, look up for information for that, or speak to someone or seek support around that. For example, mom rage. Has anyone heard of mom rage? It's a real thing, and it's only just starting to be spoken about, thankfully, because so many mothers were feeling like, oh my God, I'm terrible. Like, I am snapping and freaking out. Well, if that is your trigger, right? Oh my God, at the end of the day, during witching hour, I have this overwhelm, I'm going to freaking lose it. That might feel like an emotional upheaval. Research that, right? Maybe it's at work. Maybe it's stress levels. Maybe it's anxiety. Maybe it's the fear of the unknown. It could truly be anything, but pay attention to your triggers. Pay attention to what the feelings are, because then you can actually get specified support or information for how to move through those things. But if nothing else, this is the week to move through those things. And if you are feeling in your feelings, it's not just you. It's truly, truly, truly in the energy, in the stars. So let yourself feel. You can do this, because when you do this, that is when you come back to soul self. That is when you come back to your intuitive knowing, because we get all of those feelings out. Remember last week they said to listen to that song, the Hey Yeah Yeah What's Going On song? Well, it's called What's Up by 4 Non-Blondes. I looked it up. If you saw on Instagram yesterday, I was talking about it. And the lyrics literally say something along the lines of like, and I didn't know this part when it came up. I looked it up. It says, like, I lay in bed and I let myself cry. Like, it's the only way to get everything out of my head. It's something along the lines of that. It's way more poetic than that. But that is the energy this week. We have to let the feelings out to create space in the head, to create space in the body, so that we can come back into alignment with our intuition. Okay? Then we have this one more card here. Okay. So I'll show it to you and then I'll say what I was going to say. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. This is the card of endings. Fam, this is not new guidance. So this does not mean that we are not doing the work from the previous weeks. This means that we are still in the work. Now, the reason what I was going to say is we are still in this like clearing out stage of life, change, endings, new beginnings, right? What's so important to understand about this card and this energy as a whole, especially since it's been coming up frequently, Spirit is offering us grace. Of course, we can't just like cut stuff off and make change and all of a sudden, boom, everything's different. No, we need time. And so we're continuing to get this guidance as an encouraging message from source energy to be like, hey, keep going in this work. Continue doing your life audits. Continue checking in what feels good, what doesn't feel good. What can I shift? What can I end? What can I let go? What can I welcome in, right? Because with every ending is either space for stillness or space for rebirth, to welcome something into that space that you've emptied. So maybe even thinking about that this week as I'm coming into my final stages of endings, because 10s in tarot are completion. So we are in those final stages of the great change. We just had our full moon. So truly, we're like coming off this very transformative energy. So this is the week, if you haven't done this audit, I want you to do it this week, because 10 of Swords says that likely this is kind of the closing out of this energy. Again, 10s are completion. So we're coming into these endings. So this week, I really want you continuing the work you've been doing, or if you haven't done it, no worries. And if you feel called to do it, this is the week to do it. But that question to ask yourself is like, as I'm coming into the completion of my endings or my shifting or my changing or my letting go, what is it that I want to welcome in, if anything? You might want to welcome in all kinds of stuff. You might be like, I want to manifest this. I want to replace this with this. I want to step into this energy moving forward. Or you might be like, I just needed to get all of that stuff out of my system, out of my energy, out of my physical space. And I want to enjoy it clean. I want to enjoy it empty. I want to enjoy the space I created. So I want you thinking about that in all areas of life this week, okay? Continuing again in that life audit. What do I want to change that is not serving me? What do I need to surrender or let go completely, even if it feels scary? Okay, but try it. If it doesn't work, you can go back or you can change it again. And then once I have changed or let go, what do I want to welcome in, if anything at all? If you do not want to welcome in new things or step into new energy, I want you to say the mantra to yourself, I am safe in space. I find peace in the process. I enjoy this time. Okay, because sometimes once we do a clearing, if we don't replace it, we feel empty. But if you're like, no, I don't want anything to replace it. I want this space. You need to tell your brain and your energy that you are safe in that emptiness. It's not actually empty. It's pure. It's clean. It's fresh. It's new. Almost like getting into a bed with clean sheets, right? It's like, oh, I love this feeling of clean. So I want you to just say to yourself at least once or twice, like, I accept this space. I do not need to fill space or time or energy with anything, because I want to be in this expansive energy. Okay, so overall this week, again, we are still in very repetitive messaging from before. So keep going. Let your emotions flow. It is time. We are coming into the final stages of this work. The final piece that's coming through from Ten of Swords is this Moon card, the fear of the unknown. So I really want to come back to that. They did say it, but they're highlighting it right now. I don't want anyone feeling like they can't change anything in their life because they're not sure what's on the other side. Sometimes the change has to come first. So make the change, create the ending, whatever it is, and then allow for the open energy for universe to then come match because there's space for it. So if you're afraid of what's on the other side, either because you know what it is or you don't know what it is, don't hinder your change or your endings or your cutting off, whatever it is, because you're like, oh, but I don't know. We have to take the action first. That is what these cards are telling us. And Ten of Swords, swords is very swift action energy. So I want you to be, I'm even hearing the word, whoo, like a little cutthroat this week, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I got it, right? And just bet on yourself and get out of your own way so that you can welcome in all the magic that is to come, okay? Awesome. Beautiful, everyone. Thank you for being here. If you feel called to donate to what I call the love jar, I will leave my PayPal donation link in the description box below. Thank you so, so, so much for every single cent that comes my way. I see your name. I send you the biggest hug. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you receive something from this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share it with a friend or someone who you think would love it or receive something from it. I'm sending so much love to you, and I will see you again next week.